Problem number 6, as I was stating, is the company's profits decreased from 6,341,289 to 63,412.89 cents during the 10-year period. By what power did the company's profit decrease? Once again, I don't like to guess. I like to see what I'm going through. So I'm looking at the two numbers. There's two ways to do this. You can write it down, or you can work from the side. I like to write it down here. And then I also want to make sure that I am right here. Once again, you will see that the numbers do line up, the exact same numbers. The only difference is where the decimal is versus where the decimal is here. As you can see, that I took this whole number right here is my original decimal. We know that when we have a whole number, we are automatically assuming, if they don't tell us we have any change, that these are really zeros. So my whole number, my decimal, is always at the back end of it. I know that I need to move my decimal how many places to equal the decimal right here. So I start with my decimal. I'm really dividing it because we're decreasing. It also says right here where you're decreasing. I'm going to move my decimal until it physically lines up. How many times did they line up? There are two humps. Therefore, it is to the second. So really, it is division to the second, but it is two humps. And the very last problem, what is another way to express 360,000? I also like to look at this, but I like to start from here. We know multiplication, I'm going to move this way, and we also know division, I'm going to move to the left. So let's start at 3.6 times 10 to the fourth. I'm moving it to the right. I'm going to move it 4 spots. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that gets me 36,000, and that's still a little too young, or small, so I'm going to cross that one out. 3.6 times 10 to the fifth. I'm going to move it 5 spots to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that equals 360,000. Possibly an answer, but I want to make sure. 3.6 to the fourth. Once again, I'm dividing now, so I'm moving the opposite direction. I'm going to move it 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure I put my decimal here. That's way too small for that to be the answer, so it possibly can't be the answer. And 3.6 divided by 10 to the fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put my decimal place back in. Another small number, it does not work. So therefore, the answer is B. Please remember to bring this in tomorrow, and you will have all the correct answers correct, and you will be receiving full credit. Thank you, and have a good night.